After the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold comes out, the Google Pixel Fold line is dead and gone forever. And I'm going to give you 10 reasons why. The first one is that the Google Pixel Fold was a proof of concept. It was to show manufacturers on the Android side, like, hey, this is how you make a foldable phone. This is the software that you can run on it and how it looks. It was to kind of push the industry along on the Android side to show a different form factor. And now Samsung, Motorola, all these other Chinese manufacturers that make foldable phones now dominate that market. So the proof of concept is already done and gone. We know how to do it. They can even do it better than Google Pixel at this point, and it's just not needed. And I did mention a bunch of manufacturers on there, and that is the market stagnation. There is no growth for Google Pixel with their folding phones. They have like basically a 2% less market share on the folding side, especially here in America. It's dominated, I think it's actually the world 2%, and it's dominated by Samsung and Motorola and all these other Chinese manufacturers that make Android folding phones, and they are just not needed anymore. It's not. It's the amount of money they have to put into these devices and sell them for a really premium price just doesn't make sense at the end of the day. That's number two. Number three is the iPhone Fold is due to come out at the end of 2026. Once that comes out, goodbye Pixel Fold. Your market share is going to be even less. Everyone's is going to be less, except for Apple's. Samsung's might go up, but I don't think so. They're going to go down as well. It'll be very hot. It'll be popular, but Apple is going to, for the foreseeable future, most likely dominate the foldable side for the next handful of years, and this is going to ultimately push out what Google Pixel Fold does. It's dead and gone with this. This is the knife in the heart in terms of what they are going to get accomplished with the Fold, and it's done. Apple Fold is going to be insane for this whole entire market in terms of putting eyes and thoughts of people even determining to buy this phone. And Samsung already has a huge market share. They're number one right now, and theirs is going to go down a little bit. But ultimately, Pixel's just going to get pushed out with this it's so easy to see. Number four is its prohibitive R&D returns. It costs a lot of money to make these phones, and the return in question is so small, they're not making any money. They're probably losing money with this devices, even when they're not ultimately changing a whole hell of a lot with the device physically. And they did from the Pixel first one to the next generation, but they haven't since. But they are, these minimal changes still have to go into R&D. They have to figure out what's good, what's bad, throw in the different components. Are those going to work? Test it. All of that costs money, and Pixel's not making any money with this. They don't sell enough to warrant that, to make it even a point of contention to keep going against it. The internal hardware conflict. Basically, it's it's difficult to justify the $1,800 Pixel Fold that consistently has worse cameras and slower charging than their $1,000 Pixel Pro. And it doesn't make sense. Why are you going to consistently push this phone out? It's not making money. It's not gaining and growing in market share like the rest of your phones. It's such a small point of market share, and it costs so much, and what's the point? Just quit while you're ahead with the hardware. It's not doing much. The processor's not powerful at all. It has the same power as a Snapdragon processor from years ago, like 3 years ago or something like that. Next up would be the repairability and durability liabilities, which per se, it's not an unreliable phone by any means of the imagination in terms of physically. Software, it might be buggy like all of their phones, but ultimately, when you get this, it is a concern that it might break. Just like any folding phone from Samsung, or even when Apple's comes out, it's definitely not as durable as a slab phone. So it's a thing that you have to worry about, and then you gotta push that through insurance plans and repairs and all of that, and that all costs money. Or you might even make money on it ultimately, but it's not a huge enough amount to be concerned with. The cannibalization of the Pixel tablet. And now, to be fair, this is really pushing it. The Pixel tablet market isn't that big either, And, you know, when you put this phone out and you have a Pixel tablet, are those same people even going to buy one over the other? Potentially, but it is it is food for thought. You know, when you're talking about these two devices, people buying the Pixel Fold, are they probably not going to buy the tablet? Or if they buy the tablet, they're not going to buy the Pixel Fold. So kind of makes sense. Number 8 would be the rising component costs. As you know, the cost to make devices at this moment in time with memory and RAM in storage is just through the roof. It's insanely expensive, especially if you build computers and stuff like that. That's even worse. And phones have gone up in price as well. So it's another reason I think that's going to kind of push them through the doors, the rising cost of components. The pivot to AI first rather than form factor first. If you think about what Google is doing, and really a lot of companies to be fair, but Google especially, they are really pushing AI to the forefront of everything that they do. It's not so much like, hey, you can see this phone on a bigger screen. It's, hey, we've got AI built into the phone. And to be fair, Samsung does the same thing, but also Samsung has a way bigger market share of the foldable market, and Google doesn't. And do you even need it at this point with all the success all these other Android manufacturers are having when you're ultimately making the operating system for all of those where you can, and they're using your AI. So, I mean, it's a win-win. Having a folding phone is just not needed. Number 10 is Samsung's dominance in the supply chain, and you could throw in Apple as well. Samsung's been dominating the foldable market since they came out. They're like basically the first real big manufacturer to put out a foldable phone that really sold a lot. Apple's going to really do that next as well, and those reasons push the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold to the trash. It's gone. It's over. You can dislike this video all you want. I would gladly put some money down that after the 11 Pro Fold comes out, which it will come out, that they will no longer stay in this market. Now, if the 11 Pro Fold does crazy and sells a bunch, which I don't think it will because it's not much of a difference in terms of the way it looks, and I don't think there's going to be any feature that's like, oh my God, I got to have that feature. And then you have the iPhone coming out and all the new Samsung. Samsung's got multiple foldables coming out this year. Motorola's new foldables coming out. Their true like folding book style foldable phone is coming out. It's done, guys. It's over. Send that ship home. Tell them it's gone. You guys think I'm right? You think I'm wrong? Put it in the comments down below. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.